Okay, let's get into your reading, Leo. Wow, okay, there is a wealthy, high-profile person watching you from a distance, completely captivated by you, and it comes down to two specific things you do. Okay, this person here feels so connected and so drawn to you. And listen, I have manifested that this reading would only find you if it is meant for you. Okay, so trust that if this has found you at this time, it is very much meant for you. And I really feel here that this person, they look at you from a distance and they just see in you a very kind soul, a very good human being, a very, very sweet person. Now, you may know this person. This person could be your specific person. Or if you are single, this is an admirer, okay, who looks at you from far and really appreciates your hard work, appreciates your intelligence, appreciates your understanding, your respect, the kind of way that you carry yourself. They feel very, very connected to you and very, very drawn to you. Okay, they really, really just feel really appreciative towards you. This is also someone that sort of looks over your social media, or if you have, anything online, they sort of look at it, but with admiration, okay? Not with disrespect or envy. They don't look at it with kind of, bad energy. They look at it kind of being like, wow, like you do this. Like, wow, you do this, wow, you go here. Like, it's a very sort of appreciative energy, okay? Very appreciative. No ulterior motives. And what I mean by ulterior motives, they don't have this sort of sense of like, oh, I'm going to use this against you, or I'm going to, oh, you're here, so like I'm going to end up here, nothing like that. It's very much a very respectful energy. And this is also why I feel like, there's this sense of you feeling like you would feel connected to this person because they mean well. This is not a demanding, rude, arrogant person. This is very much a person that respects you. Respect. I think respect is a very big word here. Okay. And it's a very good word that we have with the Knight of Swords, especially also with the Queen of Cups. It's very powerful because the Queen of Cups here is about them being emotionally, mentally, spiritually connected to you, being kind, being loyal, being understanding, being respectful, really doing the right thing. And the Queen of Cups is also about them feeling like you're just so, so sweet, so kind, even from a distance. They feel like you have empathy, you have understanding, you always get things done. You know what you want in your life. You are ambitious. You are passionate. You will not stop until you get what you want. And they feel like this is just such a beautiful, beautiful thing. You have so much warmth and positivity. You dress well. You look great. You have a good attitude in life. And they feel so, so connected to you, especially with the Page of Pentacles. That's why they want to get to know you more. That's why they want to, know more about you. They feel connected to you. They feel drawn to you. It seems to me like a lot of people around them actually also know this, especially because we've got the Page of Swords. A lot of people around them know because look, you've got a flock of birds here. Okay, a flock of birds. They feel basically everyone around them knows that you have these feelings and you feel so connected to them. Everyone around them knows that you have kind of got their energy because I feel like, they may have been looking at pictures of you and people were around and they were like, oh, who's that? Or they were kind of talking about you like, oh, there's this really interesting person who does this and this and this. And so people around them know about you, okay? Know about your energy, know about you, perhaps have seen pictures of you, but in a positive way, okay? Not a weird, stalkerish, rude way or a creepy way. It's kind of like an admiration that still has a boundary of respect. And I think this is very, very important to understand. Okay. There is a boundary of respect. So yeah, everyone around them sort of knows that they have love for you, that they care about you. You know, like I said, they may even be, you know, someone that is around you, whether it's work or friendship or, you know, your specific person, for example. But yeah, they haven't properly expressed themselves. I feel like they still have a long way to go in terms of expressing themselves to you and sort of coming forward and being like, this is how I feel, and this is what we should do, and this is what, you know, we could be. And, you know, they have a long way to go in terms of that. Even if this is your specific person, I feel like they still need to express more, and they haven't expressed the full extent of how they truly feel and how they truly have been, if that makes sense. They haven't fully expressed everything to you that they have felt towards you, but they have so much deep love towards you. Like they think about you a lot. They feel very connected to you. And especially with the King of Wands, they know they have to take more action. And what's really interesting here with the King of Wands and also the Hermit is that, you know, they think about all of your good qualities and characteristics and virtues. And then they also think, how can I improve myself? You inspire this person to be a better person. You inspire this person, you know, just with your level of communication, where they think to themselves, wow, I need to communicate better. I need to be more vocal. I need to express myself much more clearly, and I need to be more mutual, you know. So they do very much take those qualities that you exude, and they think to themselves, I need to be more like that. I need to be maybe more soft. I need to be more vulnerable. I need to be more emotionally expressive. I need to be more understanding. I need to be more, you know, forward with my goals. I need to be more ambitious, you know, because you inspire this person in so many ways. You have so many characteristics. I need you to understand one thing about yourself. We're just going to shift the reading a bit more towards yourself just for a minute. You have so much you should be proud of. You are very ambitious. You are a very good person. You mean well for others. Please don't think too low of yourself. Okay, because I have a feeling that sometimes, you know, you think, oh, am I really this? Or am I too much this? Am I too much that? I think you should be really proud of yourself. You are ambitious. You go after the things you want, but you still hold a softness. You're a good communicator. You're kind. You're caring. You're empathic. You know, you're a good person from what I'm seeing. Listen, we all have things to improve on, right? As human beings, we all have things we can improve on. Even I have things I know I need to improve on. But that's the thing. We all have things to improve on. Don't be too harsh on yourself or too hard on yourself because, you know, whilst we should not always think too much of ourselves because then we can have too much excess of ego, we also shouldn't think too low of ourselves. There has to be a middle ground, right? And that is the balance. Think well of yourself, but also know that there are things to improve on, and don't think too much of yourself because, again, there are things we can improve on, right? Don't be too hard on yourself. I feel like you do end up being too hard on yourself sometimes. Listen, you inspire this person. You're pretty inspirational, right? Don't be hard on yourself. Actually, do you know what? That is literally what I was just talking about. Queen of Wands. There you go. Boom. Okay. They will communicate. They will come forward. They really do see you as a very attractive person. You would also be very attracted to this person from what I'm seeing. But also what's very, very significant here is you are an amazing person. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too harsh on yourself. You've got so much going for yourself. The Chariot here is very beautiful. It's very powerful. That's very significant. It's coming. This person is going to come your way. This person will progress towards you. The affirmation for this reading is, they will come to me. So like this reading, make sure you're following me to really seal in this intention so it happens. But also make sure that you comment down below, they will come to me. And I want to stay with you a little longer, okay? Because there is so much more in these cards, and I don't want you to leave without hearing all of it. Let me start, okay, with the two specific things this person is drawn to, because they run through every single card in this reading. The first, okay, is your ambition, your drive. The reader said it again and again. You know what you want in your life. You are passionate. You will not stop until you get what you want. And to a wealthy, high-profile person, that quality is magnetic because it's the very thing that got them where they are. They recognize it in you, like recognizing their own reflection. Because here's the thing, okay, about people who've built something, who carry status, who move in high circles. They are surrounded by people who want things from them. People who are drawn to what they have, not who they are. And so when they see someone like you, someone with your own fire, your own goals, your own drive, someone who isn't looking to be carried, it stops them in their tracks. You're not trying to climb them. You're climbing your own mountain, and that is rare, and it's beautiful to them. But the second thing, okay, is what seals it, and it's the one that truly makes them fall. The softness you carry alongside all that drive. Because the reader was so clear, okay, you go after what you want, but you still hold a softness. You're kind. You're caring. You're empathic. You treat people with respect. And that combination, the ambition and the softness together, is almost impossible to find. Most driven people harden. They step over others, as the reader said, to get ahead. But you kept your warmth. You stayed kind while staying strong. And to this person, okay, who has probably seen the cold side of success, the people who use, the people who take, your warmth is like water in a desert. They look at you and see someone who proves you can be powerful and good at the same time, ambitious and gentle, driven and kind. And that is the exact combination they've been longing for. So those are the two things, okay? Your ambition and your softness. And the magic is that you have both at once. That's what has this person captivated, not one or the other. The rare, beautiful combination of the two. And I want to draw out, okay, the respect the reader kept naming, because she said respect is a very big word here. And I don't want you to underestimate how significant that is, because this person, okay, looks at you, follows what you do, admires you from a distance, and the reader was emphatic. There are no ulterior motives, no using you, no scheming, no wanting to take something from you, just pure respectful admiration with a boundary of respect intact. And I want you to feel, okay, how safe that is, because a lot of attention doesn't feel safe. A lot of admiration comes with strings, with pressure, with an agenda. But this person admires you the way you'd admire something genuinely beautiful, with reverence, not appetite. They look at your life and think, wow, look what they do. Look how they carry themselves. And it fills them with respect, not envy. And I want to sit, okay, with the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Swords together, because they tell you exactly what kind of energy this person carries toward you. The Queen of Cups, okay, is the most emotionally attuned, loving, nurturing card in the deck. She feels deeply, she cares deeply, and her showing up here means this person's feelings for you are not shallow. They're emotional, tender, genuine. They've connected to you on a soul level, not just a surface one. And the Knight of Swords, okay, is drive, focus, someone who moves with intention once they've decided. And the two together paint a picture of someone who feels deeply like the Queen of Cups, but who, like the Knight of Swords, is building toward the moment they finally act on it. The heart is there. The drive is there. They're just gathering themselves to move. And I want to draw out, okay, the fact that people around them know, because it's such a striking detail and it means more than it might seem. The reader saw, okay, a flock of birds in the cards and read it as this. The people close to this person already know about you. They've heard your name. They've maybe seen a picture. They've heard this person talk about you. This really interesting person who does this and this and this. And I want you to understand, okay, why that matters so much. Because we don't talk about people we're indifferent to. We don't bring up someone's name to our friends and family unless that person has taken up real space in our mind and our heart. The fact that their circle knows about you means you're not a passing thought. You're someone they've talked about repeatedly, warmly to the people who matter most to them. And it also tells you, okay, something about their intentions. A person hiding a shady agenda keeps it secret. But this person has spoken about you openly to their people with admiration. That openness is a sign of how genuine and above board their feelings really are. And I want to speak, okay, to the thing the reader kept circling, that they haven't fully expressed themselves yet. That even if this is your specific person, they still have a long way to go in coming forward and telling you the full extent of how they feel. And I don't want that, okay, to discourage you. I want you to understand it. Because someone who feels this deeply, this genuinely, often takes longer to speak. Not less time. The more it matters, the more carefully they want to do it. The King of Wands and the Hermit told the reader exactly this. They know they need to take action, and they've been in their own quiet reflection working up to it, wanting to become the version of themselves who's ready to be worthy of you. And I want to draw out, okay, the most beautiful part, the thing the King of Wands and the Hermit revealed, that you don't just attract this person, you inspire them to become better, because the reader said, okay, this person looks at you and thinks, I need to communicate better. I need to be more vocal. I need to be more emotionally expressive. I need to be more soft, more vulnerable, more ambitious, more forward with my goals. You make them want to grow. And I want you to really take that in, okay? Because it's one of the highest forms of love there is. Not someone who wants you to shrink so they feel bigger, but someone who looks at you and feels called upward. Someone who wants to rise to meet you. That's not admiration from below. That's someone who sees your level and thinks, I want to be worthy of standing beside that. And this, okay, is exactly why the reader turned the reading back toward you for a moment to remind you of your own worth, because she felt you can be too hard on yourself. And I want to echo that, okay, as clearly as I can. You are ambitious. You are kind. You go after what you want while staying soft. You're a good communicator, caring, empathic, a genuinely good person. And if you sometimes catch yourself thinking, am I too much? Am I not enough? I want you to remember this reading. There is a wealthy, high-profile person looking at you and seeing the most inspiring, attractive, admirable person they've come across. The reader named, the balance so wisely. Don't think too little of yourself, and don't think too much either. Hold the middle. Know your worth, and know you're still growing, just like everyone. That groundedness, that humility with self-respect is part of what makes you so magnetic in the first place. And right now, I want you to take a slow breath with me. Breathe in the truth that you are admired, respected, and deeply wanted by someone who sees exactly how rare you are. And breathe out every time you've been too hard on yourself. You are more than enough. And I want to speak directly to the wealthy, high-profile part because your whole reading centers on it. And there's something worth understanding about why someone at that level would be so captivated by you. Because when a person, has wealth, status, a high profile, they have access to almost anyone. People present themselves constantly, polished, performing, hoping to be chosen. And after enough of that, it all starts to blur. The flattery, the angling, the people who see the status before they see the human. And then, there's you, someone who isn't performing for them, someone with your own life, your own drive, your own goals, going after what you want regardless of them. Someone genuinely kind, not strategically kind. And to a person surrounded by performance, authenticity like yours is the rarest and most valuable thing in the world. You can't buy, what you have. You can't fake it. The drive, the warmth, the realness, the self-respect. And someone who has everything money can buy knows better than anyone how precious the things it can't buy really are. That's why you stand out. Not despite their status, but because of it. You are exactly what their world is missing. And I want you to hold, one more thing about their hesitation, because it actually confirms how much they respect you. A person who saw you as beneath them or as easy would have made a move carelessly. But this person is being careful, thoughtful, reflective. They're taking their time precisely because you matter to them, because they don't want to get it wrong, because they want to come to you as the best version of themselves. So their slowness, isn't disinterest, it's reverence. It's someone treating you like something precious, worth preparing for, worth becoming worthy of. And when they finally do come forward, the way the chariot promises, you'll feel the weight of all that care behind it. And I want to draw out, the two pages, the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, because pages carry such a specific, hopeful energy, and both of them showed up for you. The Page of Pentacles, is the student, the one who studies something carefully because they want to understand it, to invest in it, to build something real and lasting from it. And the reader tied it to why this person wants to get to know you more. It's not a passing curiosity. It's the energy of someone who has decided you're worth a real investment of their time, their attention, their heart. And the Page of Swords, is communication on the horizon, news, a message, words that are coming. Pages are messengers. And the Page of Swords especially carries the energy of something about to be said. So its presence is a quiet promise. The silence you've been sitting in is not permanent. Words are on their way. And I want you to notice, okay, how the pages and the chariot work together. The pages are the beginning, the seed, the early energy of interest and communication taking root. And the chariot is the momentum that carries it forward into action. Together they map the whole arc from the quiet admiration you're feeling now to the message, to the moment they finally arrive. And I want to speak, okay, to how this might actually unfold, because I don't want you to sit in waiting. I want you to live with a quiet, confident knowing. The reader was clear, okay, this person still has a way to go in expressing themselves. So this may not be tomorrow, but the direction is unmistakable. Every card points the same way toward them finding their voice, gathering their courage, and closing the distance. The King of Wands knows they must act. The Hermit is doing the inner work. The Chariot is the movement. And the pages are the first words already forming. So what I want, okay, for you in the meantime is not to wait by the phone, not to shrink your own life down to watching for them. Keep being the ambitious, radiant, warm person they fell for. Because that person living fully, chasing their dreams, glowing with their own light is exactly who they're drawn to. And the more you keep being her, the more you pull them forward. And let's take one more slow breath together, okay? Breathe in the certainty that you are admired from a distance by someone who thinks the world of you. And breathe out any impatience, any doubt, any need to force it. It is already on its way. And I want to draw out, okay, the Chariot, because it's the card that promises this doesn't stay a distant admiration forever. The Chariot, okay, is movement, forward motion, a charioteer taking the reins and driving toward a destination with focus and will. And the reader saw it as this person coming your way, progressing toward you, closing the distance between the admiration and the action, and paired, okay, with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands that came out for you. The message is clear. There is real fire here, real drive on both sides. The Queen of Wands especially is you, confident, magnetic, warm, the kind of person others are naturally drawn to. The reader pulled her right as she was telling you not to be hard on yourself, as if the cards themselves wanted to show you your own radiance. So the Chariot, okay, tells you the timing is one of movement, not stagnation. This person is going to take the reins. They will communicate. They will come forward. The reader said it plainly. They will come to me is your affirmation for a reason. It's not a maybe, it's a coming. And I want to add, okay, one thing the reader mentioned that's easy to miss, that you would be very attracted to this person too. This isn't one-sided admiration you'd politely decline. The reader felt a real mutual pull that when this connection finally opens up, you'll feel it just as strongly from your side. And I think, okay, that matters because sometimes when we hear someone admires us, we brace for it to be someone we wouldn't want. But the cards are saying the opposite. This is someone you genuinely be drawn to, attractive to you, compelling to you. A real match, not just a distant fan. So imagine, okay, the fullness of that. Two people, both ambitious, both drawn to each other, both carrying real warmth and real respect, finally finding their way toward one another. That's not a small crush. That's the makings of something genuinely powerful. And the reason, okay, the reader kept turning back to your self-worth is because she wanted you to walk into that standing tall, not grateful to be noticed, but meeting them as an equal, knowing that you bring just as much to the table as they do, status or no status. Because that, is the energy that makes this work. Two whole people choosing each other from a place of mutual respect and mutual desire. And that is exactly what these cards are pointing toward. And let me gather it all up for you, okay? One more time. The Knight of Swords and Queen of Cups. Their respectful, emotionally deep connection to you. The Page of Pentacles. Their wish to know you more. The Page of Swords. The people around them who already know. The King of Wands and the Hermit. Their drive to act and their inner reflection. The Queen of Wands. Your own radiant worth. And the Chariot. Them finally moving toward you. With two things at the heart of it all. Your ambition and your softness. So let me lay this all out one final time, okay? Slowly, so it settles. There is a wealthy, high-profile person who has you constantly on their mind, who admires you from a distance with pure, respectful, genuine love. And what draws them, is two specific things. Your ambition, the way you chase what you want and never stop, and your softness, the kindness and respect you carry while you do it. That rare combination is what has them falling. They haven't fully, expressed it yet. They're reflecting, growing, wanting to become worthy of you. But the Chariot promises they are on their way and they will come forward. One message. They don't just want you, they want to become better because of you. And if this reading resonated, comment down below. They will come to me and let the universe hear you claim it. Follow and like this reading to seal in the intention, and subscribe to Moonveil Tarot and share it with someone who needs to feel this admired too. I genuinely read every comment, even the ones I can't always reply to individually. Your story becomes part of the reason this reading keeps finding the next person who needs it. Wherever you're watching this from, I want you to actually feel this settle in before you go. You may have spent, a lot of time being hard on yourself, wondering if you're too much or not enough, pushing yourself so relentlessly toward your goals that you forget to see how remarkable you already are. And this reading found you to let you borrow someone else's eyes for a moment, to see yourself the way this person sees you, as inspiring, as admirable, as the rare soul who managed to stay soft while staying strong, kind while staying driven, the person whose very existence makes someone else want to rise. So keep chasing, your dreams. Keep your warmth. Keep being exactly who you are, because it's working more than you know. Someone out there is watching with quiet awe, gathering their courage and getting ready to finally come to you. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.